بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم شروع اللہ کے نام سے جو بڑا مہربان نہایت رحم والا ہے۔
Alhamdulillah, we have been honored to support Masjid Al-Aqsa for over a decade through the dedication of generous donors. From renovating wudu areas, to repairing damaged sections, to illuminating its prayer halls, there are so many projects you have participated in. In this article, we'd like to share 8 little-known facts about the blessed site, as well as ways you can preserve Masjid Al-Aqsa in 2022. 1. It isn't just one mosque. There are in fact multiple mosques on the site that we know as Masjid Al-Aqsa. We tend to think of Masjid Al-Aqsa as the building at the southernmost corner of the mosque. In actual fact, that is the Qibali Mosque, so called because it is the closest to the Qibla. The whole complex is known as the blessed Masjid Al-Aqsa. It is also referred to as Al-Haram Ash-Sharif, the noble sanctuary. 2. It is mentioned in the Quran. In fact, the Kaaba and Masjid Al-Aqsa are the only 2 masjids mentioned in the Quran, and they are even referenced side by side when Allah SWT speaks of the night journey and ascension. Exalted is he who took his servant by night from Al-Masjid Al-Haram to Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa, whose surroundings we have blessed, to show him of our signs. Indeed, he is the all-hearing, the all-seeing. The Noble Quran 17:1. 3. The original Dome of the Rock looked very different. The Dome of the Rock was built by the Umayyad ruler Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. It was originally wooden with either a brass, lead or ceramic cover. The iconic dome we all know was built almost 1,000 years later during the reign of the Ottoman ruler, Suleiman the Magnificent. The distinctive gold layer was added to the dome along with the Ottoman tiles to the facade of the building. Alhamdulillah, we are currently fundraising to illuminate this Islamic landmark. 4. The complex is also a burial ground. Though there is no accurate record of who and how many have been buried here, the burial ground in Al-Haram Ash-Sharif is the resting place for many prophets, and Sahaba of the Holy Prophet saw. For example, Ubadah ibn Samir R.A., who was the first Islamic judge in Masjid Al-Aqsa, is buried in the Bab-e-Rama cemetery. This is the 3rd most prominent graveyard in the Islamic world, after 2 famous graveyards in Mecca and Medina, and Alhamdulillah, it has been recently renovated by your donations through Muslim hands. 5. It once held a legendary minbar. Imad ad-Din Zengi, a member of the Turkish Zengid dynasty, had a special minbar built to be installed in Masjid Al-Aqsa. This minbar was not only beautiful, but it was made without using a single nail or bit of glue. Sadly, Imad ad-Din did not live to see the victory, but his protege Salahuddin fulfilled the wish of his teacher, and after liberating Jerusalem for the 2nd time in the history of Islam, installed the minbar. 6. The site was once used as a dumping ground. When the Romans exiled Jewish people from the city, the mainly Roman inhabitants used the area of Masjid Al-Aqsa as a garbage dump. When Umar R.A. opened city to Islam, he cleared the rubbish with his bare hands. He also ended the centuries-old exile of Jewish people, giving refugee families the right to reside in Jerusalem once again. 7. Al-Ghazali lived and wrote his greatest work there. One of the most famous scholars in Islamic history, Imam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, spent a period of his life in Masjid Al-Aqsa, where he wrote what is widely regarded as his greatest work, the Ihya Ulum al-Din, the revival of religious sciences. A building in the masjid marks the site of his old room. 8. It has been burnt down. In 1969, the entire Kabali Masjid was burnt down. The mosque has since been rebuilt, but this incident from the not-so-distant past shows just how important it is to look after the third holiest site in Islam. In fact, in 2019, we began fundraising to replace the entire lighting system in the Kabali Masjid, because the old system had not been replaced in 30 years and posed a risk of fire. We have just finished this work, Alhamdulillah.